Okay, we have breaking news right now. We're looking at live pictures of a police pursuit with the LAPD chasing a vehicle in South LA. Mike.
Yeah, Pat and Ruta Bay, we are in our least favorite area of town. This is the LAX Bravo airspace where this is all happening. You see the car every now and again when it comes through an intersection, flying through the intersection. What we know about this is these are burglary suspects. There are believed to be 2 burglary suspects inside, and they are also now wanted for assault with a deadly weapon on a law enforcement officer. We're working to clarify what exactly that was, but we have seen in the past that is usually some sort of incident where the suspect allegedly rammed or struck a patrol vehicle, making that an assault with a deadly weapon suspect. This guy is flying, Pat and Ruta Bay, down these surface streets. LAPD does have a helicopter overhead. LAX did allow them to be in the sensitive airspace to continue to follow this. They actually have 2 helicopters overhead, and he is approaching kind of the 105 soon. So hopefully we'll be able to get a better look on this person. But there you see the units right behind him.
Okay, when we say assault on a police officer, Mike, that can mean number of things, you know, either with a weapon or with his vehicle. Do we have any clarification on that?
We don't, but we believe that we do believe it is the latter, Pat. As you mentioned, we believe that it is likely something that happened during the chase with one of those vehicles. And let's see. So now we're going to move westbound. So we're still dealing with some of that airspace issues, as you can see. Now, there is some front end damage to this. We do believe that during the chase, there was a collision with this car. He potentially sideswiped another white vehicle. It's kind of unclear what the circumstance was, if that car was parked or what the deal was with that. But there you see those 5 units from the LAPD that are chasing this. This is the Southwest Division of the LAPD that are in pursuit here. And we are, if you can put up the map, but we're westbound Century Boulevard right now.
All right, westbound Century Boulevard. That gets me,
Yeah,
talk about the 105. That's close to LAX.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're still Century and like Central Century and Avalon. Okay, now we're going to make a southbound turn on Avalon, which is good news for us because we're so close to the end of the Bravo where we'll be able to get a better shot of this. But for now, we're going to have to look at it from behind some of these trees.
You know, it almost looked like very dangerous, but
Yeah.
from our angle, or from the chopper's angle, it looked very close. LAPD behind this vehicle. I almost thought for a moment they were going to try to do a pit maneuver, even though I'm sure. I mean, that depends on what the watch commander wants to do, right? But generally, if there is a weapon involved, then they have second thoughts about that.
They do, and we're trying to sort out because there was a mention of a weapon at some point, and it sounds like that weapon may have been used in the burglary. So there's like 2 sets of circumstances going on, right? There is the original want, which again we believe is the burglary, and then there's the issue of the assault with a deadly weapon that they're dealing with too. So we believe the assault with the deadly weapon was probably the car, but it did sound like at one point that there was mention of a weapon, potentially a gun, as it related to the burglary. Now, where the burglary came from, we don't know. That is still being sorted out here. But the LAPD had talked about going into tracking mode, and they said because of the nature of the want and the potential that he is armed, they did not want to do tracking mode. And so that is why, and Pat, to your point, you've seen, coming eastbound now, you have seen those LAPD units kind of right on this tail, right on this guy's tail as they've been going through.
Yeah, it is very close. Usually they hang back a little bit in most pursuits.
Yeah, they're ready for it. They're very ready for this to come to an end. They're also talking about post-pursuit tactics. They believe that there are 2 people inside of this car, so they want to be ready for that when this person comes out here. As now we're kind of eastbound. We're going to be in the kind of like 109th Street and Avalon. There's a high school there. We're just a couple of blocks to the west of Nickerson Gardens. So we know that sometimes pursuits tend to end over in that area as well. SkyCal still kind of looking for him. Again, we're just dealing with this pretty tricky airspace. There he is, kind of in the neighborhood there as we're kind of circling around this area. It looks like he came into right off like 111th Street. There's or 111th Place rather. There was kind of maybe almost a dead end a little bit. So that's why I think we're making some loop-de-loops here.
Yeah, very up residential area, as you said, certainly near Nickerson Gardens. We can't tell exactly the speed that he's going right now, but it seems pretty fast for a neighborhood like that.
It does. I mean, the speeds they've been calling out, and we thank you, Ollie, for putting that up. So just for a reminder for the viewers, our speedometer is based on a couple of different things. It's our helicopter speed and positioning. So the further off we are from the chase, the less accurate our speedometer is going to be. But I will say that the speeds have generally been, I would say, 40s to 50s, which, as you mentioned, is fast on these neighborhood streets and through these communities.
Yeah, you have to think kids are out of school right now. It's kind of the middle of the day, the afternoon.
Yeah.
You just hope people, pedestrians aren't out there not expecting this kind of thing to come crashing through their neighborhood.
Well, and as we've been talking about, it's hot. People may be trying to be outside to avoid some of the heat if they don't have air conditioning. Southbound turn now onto this major again, which we'll see, what is
Still
it? Central.
Central?
Yeah, Central.
Okay.
Central on 109th, now kind of in the Watts neighborhood. Best look we've gotten. Look, so you got two people in the front seat there. The guy in the passenger seat seems to be moving around a lot, but that's the best look we've gotten at the car.
So we do have two people in this vehicle.
Yeah.
And of course.
Making a U-turn back northbound, just as we were getting a look at him.
And look, and there again, it looks close.
Oh.
Something's getting ready to happen.
He wanted it,
Yep.
and he was, still
He
gonna
could
happen,
still do
gonna
it.
happen.
Hanging back for whatever you think, maybe he was directed not to do it.
Yeah, or I mean, there's that traffic ahead of him, and the driver seemed to kind of get keen as soon as he started to get up towards his bumper.
Oh, look at this.
Really tight moves there.
Is this the most, as you could tell, Mike, the most reckless that we've seen this driver?
Yeah, I'd definitely say the most erratic. I mean, there was a time, as I mentioned earlier, that it appeared that he did sideswipe another car. But look, I mean, the guy doesn't really, I mean, we're northbound, we're southbound. Speeds are down to like 20 miles an hour here. So, if they're talking to, passenger door open.
Oh.
Okay, what's this guy doing? Hands up. He doesn't want to play anymore. He's out. Now let's see if the driver gives up or if the driver continues.
Well,
All right.
he's already on the ground.
All
Here
right,
he
they're both
goes.
going to give it up.
All right.
And there's a lot of cops waiting for him. So
Well, we're glad, at least in the experience that we've had so far, we didn't see damage to any other vehicles. We don't know, as you said earlier, maybe he sideswiped someone, and we don't know more about that burglary, but it could have been worse.
Could have been worse. People could have been injured. I mean, this is a good outcome that they just decided to give it up and be done. And it seemed like that was kind of led by the passenger. Passenger was the one who kind of seemed like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, but even before that, the driver was slowing down. Kind of, it almost looked like they were wondering what they should do, deciding what to do. Yeah.
Like they had that conversation.
Yeah.
It says, man, are you ready to give up now?
Yeah, what's the
I'm ready
plan
to
here,
get out."
buddy? So, yeah, so they've got them spread out, which is good. You don't want them next to each other. So you'll have two arrest teams. One will move in on the right side, one will move in on the left. You see that guy that officer in the short sleeves there, now he's kind of walking to the left side of that patrol car. That looks like a plainclothes detective. So my guess is they've probably been after these guys for a minute. And that's, where all this started, because you've already got unmarked vehicles here. You already have what appear to be detectives here. So my guess is these people have probably been wanted by this department for a minute. And that's why you've got the detectives that are here and ready to take their people and, question them for whatever this alleged burglary may have been.
Well, yeah, we don't know what's inside those vehicles.
Yeah.
Or their vehicle.
Yep, and they'll have to do the clear. And it didn't come back stolen as far as we know. It just was connected to the 459, the burglary, and then the ADW on a police officer.
Well, it looks like they're inspecting it now.
Yeah, you've got the one guy being
Got the
taken into
trunk
custody
yet,
on the right, and then they'll clear the car and then come take the guy on the left into custody too. But I mean, as you pointed out, Pat, a good outcome.
Okay, well, Mike, we're going to call Code 4 on this, even though they're not. They do have them, I guess, both in custody.
Just about. There's the one other guy, Ollie, if you can tilt up a little bit. Yep, he's going into custody right now.
Okay. All right, we're going to move on from here